What is going on, you guys? This is Tech HD, and we're going to be taking a look at the BenQ ZOWIE XL2566K gaming monitor. This is a 360Hz TN panel with the DyAc Plus technology for smoother motion and detail when it comes to fast-paced games like Call of Duty and Halo. So let's dive in because I already got it all set up. We're going to be going over the specs, the features, run some tests, and then I'll give you guys my overall thoughts. Now, taking a look at what comes with the XL2566K, we got the quick start guide with some other documentation, a power cable, a DisplayPort cable, an HDMI cable, a dust cover, the side shielding hood, the S-switch controller, the low profile base, and the adjustable stand. Now, taking a look at the ports, we got the power port, the mini USB port for the S-switch controller, 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, and 1 DisplayPort. On the back of the monitor, there is the power button, the 5-key navigator, and 2 function buttons. Setting up the stand with the monitor is very easy. It just locks in the monitor and you can press the button if you want to remove it, and the monitor is also VESA mount compatible. The base as well just mounts onto the stand and you can tighten it with the hand screws. The stand has numbers on the side so you can remember the adjustment that you prefer, and with the red piece to keep it in there. The base also has some lines and red arrows so you can know what angle you prefer. On the back, there's the headset holder that folds out when you want to use it, and on the sides there's the holes to attach the side shielding hood, and you can adjust it however much you want or completely swivel them behind when you don't want to use it. And lastly, you can use the dust cover to protect your monitor during transportation if you want to take it to a friend or a LAN event, for example, and there's also a top handle to easily carry the monitor around. Now, diving into the specs of the XL2566K, this is a 24.5-inch TN panel that has a resolution of 1920 by 1080p with a max refresh rate of 360Hz through DisplayPort and 240Hz through HDMI 2.0. It has a brightness of 320 nits and has the DyAc Plus technology. All of this and this monitor is going for $599. Now, one of the major features of this monitor is the DyAc Plus technology. It helps to avoid unwanted after images, aka motion blur, creating a sharper and clearer image, which is crucial when it comes to fast-paced gameplay like FPS games. Now, that paired with the 360Hz TN panel, it creates a buttery smooth motion but keeps it all sharp, helping you notice the enemy quicker and react faster and stay locked on. Look at this example from Blurbusters with the UFOs. This is how it looks like at 60Hz, and when you freeze the frame, it's absolutely disgusting and not sharp at all. Bumping it up to 120Hz is better but still not as sharp, and you can still notice the motion when you freeze the frame, and this is where consoles like the Xbox and the PlayStations are capped at. Going all the way to 240Hz, this is where it gets much smoother and sharper, and you could immediately tell the difference, but then right away looking at the 360Hz, it's insanely smooth and sharp, and that's not even with the DyAc Plus enabled. Turning on the DyAc Plus and setting it to premium, it's a night and day difference. It looks like it's adding sharpness to the UFO, but not overly sharpening it, but that's just due to the clarity when it comes to the backlight turning on and off at a fixed point, and it looks really good. Now, seeing it in an actual game, testing it in Call of Duty for example, you could easily point out the enemies and react super quick, and having the motion be so smooth just feels really nice. Testing it on another FPS game like Halo Infinite is another big difference with the DyAc Plus technology. Freezing the frame, you could easily see the clarity and detail of the enemy, and you could quickly spot the person from a distance, and that'll help you get a clear shot from a distance. The DyAc Plus technology isn't just limited to the PC, it's embedded into the monitor, so it also works on console, but you are limited to 120Hz, but you'll still notice the clarity and sharpness, and it'll definitely give you an edge when you're console gaming. Keep in mind that G-Sync and FreeSync will not work when you have the DyAc Plus enabled, so you will need to decide on one or the other, but I would definitely go with the DyAc Plus. Also, variable refresh rate will not work when you have the DyAc Plus enabled. If you prefer to have G-Sync/FreeSync and variable refresh rate enabled, to do that on the monitor, go to the system, then adaptive sync and turn it on. On the computer, go to your Windows settings, system, then display, select graphics settings, then turn on variable refresh rate. Lastly, when enabling the DyAc Plus, there is a very minimal brightness decrease, but it's so little that you can't really notice it unless you're focusing on it, but I thought I'd just point that out. Now, another major feature that specifically the ZOWIE monitors offer is the XL setting to share. This is a software where you can send and download custom display settings for a specific game. BenQ ZOWIE already has a ton of color modes for certain game titles like Call of Duty, Apex, Halo, Valorant, and much more. It's super simple, just select the game title and it'll begin downloading. On the software, select which gamer mode you want it to affect. Then hit the plus icon, select the game file for it to import, and then you could click on the eye icon to view it. After that, it gives you the option to overwrite and save the file onto the gamer mode if you want. To export, click on the Export tab, then give the file a name and where you want it to be saved. Now you can send your custom settings to a friend that has a compatible ZOWIE monitor. Here is a list of the compatible monitors that works with the XL setting to share software. Now looking at the color modes for the certain game, it messes with the black equalizer, color vibrancy, gamma, brightness, contrast, and much more to help you better recognize the enemy from the background and scenery. I personally like using these presets as a base model for me, but I don't like it with that much saturation or color vibrancy or with a bit of black equalizer. I personally prefer color accuracy, and that's okay. These color modes are not going to be for everyone, and I love that you could adjust it to your liking. Here are my settings, for example, with Call of Duty. Black EQ, I set it to 1, color vibrance, I set it to 7, low blue light 0, gamma 5, color temp to normal, brightness is 100, contrast is 50, and sharpness is 5. Of course, DyAc Plus is enabled and set to premium, and AMA is set to premium as well. This is my personal preference. Try it out and let me know what you think. And like I mentioned before, you could save these settings onto your S switch and easily change between the color modes to your favorite games, and I love using the S switch controller. I could easily access and scroll through the menu very quickly and have 3 custom color modes. Gamer 1 is actually set to a custom standard profile that I created for when I'm not gaming and just browsing and watching stuff on YouTube. Gamer 2 is a color mode for Call of Duty, and Gamer 3 is for Halo Infinite. Speaking of colors, since this is a TN panel, it's not going to have the most accurate colors compared to a VA and IPS panel, but I was surprised on how good the colors and contrast is when looking at it dead center. TN panels have come a long way, and with some adjustments in the settings, the colors and contrast will start to look very nice. Viewing it from an angle is when you start to notice the colors diminish, but the average people don't buy this monitor for color accuracy. In exchange for that, you get a higher refresh rate and a lower response time. In the competitive scene, that's what really matters, not color accuracy. Some other key features about this monitor is the side shielding hood. It'll definitely help when it comes to preventing any light hitting the screen and preventing a glare, but for people that are streamers and use overhead lights for their webcams and cameras, there is no top shield hood, so you can get some reflection and glare. Not everyone is a streamer, but I thought I would point that out. I also love the headset holder on the back. It's a cool add-on to keep your setup nice and tidy, and especially when you're using the headphone out port on the monitor. And lastly, this does have a smaller base and a lot of flexible adjustments, so you can have the monitor up close and as low and angled to the way that you like it. So overall, gaming on the ZOWIE XL2566K has been amazing, and I love the fluid motion and detail from the 360Hz panel with the DyAc Plus technology. I was skeptical at first having it be a TN panel since I'm so used to IPS panels from the Mobius lineup, but after using it and doing some adjustments in the settings, it looks really nice and it's doable. Also, even though it's a 1080p display, because of it being a smaller display, the PPI in detail is still there, and like I said before, in a competitive scene, people will prefer a high refresh rate and a lower response time over resolution and color accuracy. My only major con that I dealt with is on the XL setting to share software. There's this auto game mode where the monitor will change the color mode you want when you open the game and revert back to the color mode you had before when you close the game. This feature doesn't work on the XLK series monitors like this one, for example, and there's only 2 monitors that it does work on while there's 8 that it doesn't. I would love to see this feature added to the XLK series monitors. Also, for the DyAc Plus technology, if possible, I would love to see it work with the G-Sync, FreeSync, and variable refresh rate while enabled. That's the only downside when using the DyAc Plus, and you would need to choose one over the other, so if there was a way for everything to be enabled, that would be awesome. But there you guys have it. That is my thoughts on the BenQ ZOWIE XL2566K gaming monitor. If you are a competitive gamer and you want a high refresh rate and detail and clarity and not caring if it's a 1080p panel, then this monitor is definitely for you. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Everything is going to be linked down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so that you guys can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. As always, TechHD. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!